Hold on, ready?
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
180. Sit up. 180. Finish it up. Sit up.
They run on the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and it's not going to be a lot of game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Jackson. He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. The extra point. Up and good. And the Ravens are out to a 10-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Here's a first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Trevor Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's done it. He's going to be marked out up around the 33. A gain there of 11. Good for a Steeler first down.
I always think you could tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the ground, here's Etienne. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
Ready. 45. White.
From the gun, it's Young. He'll find his big target. That fired him. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. First down.
Ready. 50. Quick cut.
Here's Etienne. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
Ready, go.
From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Ready, 52 points.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They face 2nd down and 7 as we are ready to get back underway. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
Set, hut. 60 red.
Out of the shotgun. Young. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Little miscommunication there, and that brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This officially a 58-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And this stays a two-score game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens move further out in front. It is now 17-0. After the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Blue 32. Ready?
Here's Young to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler first down.
A gain of 12. And the Steelers first down.
The carry here for ETN. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. It's a gain of 43 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Ready. Set.
Here's Young. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Steelers are back in this one. It's 17-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Let's go for Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the ground, here's Henry. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Second down, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Third and long. Now, Jackson. That one underneath the nickel. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
That's going to be blocked. Now, this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short. And the block kick leads to a turnover on downs.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Ready.
Young to throw on first down. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and 9 at the Ravens 30-yard line.
It is second and 9.
Set. 30 seconds.
Now, Etienne. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Here we go. Set. Cut.
Young. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's in. What a drive.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Trevor Etienne. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Okay,
now we'll get a two-point try here as Young gets the offense lined up.
Let's
The
go now.
Steelers will line up for
They
the
send
snap.
Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
Yellow. Ready?
Here's Young. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
17. Steelers 13.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Dejounte Wester now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Steven, I'm gonna go.
Press up. 180. Press up. Press it up.
On play action, here's Jackson. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
2nd and 10.
180.
Back to throw, Jackson. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for his wide
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
Press up.
Here's Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson up top again. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
At the 25-yard line.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York get the second look, and indeed this call will be overturned. To the air one more time with Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Jackson. Trying to set up the screen to Mitchell. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Jackson now on second down. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Middle.
From the gun, Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
He has to drive this through the lane, but he does. The kick is good. And the Ravens will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Ready. Here we go. Set.
Young to throw on first and 10. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Set. Ready.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And this is going to be a Steelers first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
Brings up second and
5. Ready, set.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
Set. Black 40. Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. That's swung out to ETN. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard, and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do have the first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half.
52 points.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion.
Set.
On first and 10, here's Young. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Down. Yellow. Ready?
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Got it.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down.
Come on, set. 45. Hut. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, Young. Metcalf left side, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
Left, set, go. Ready.
They'll go. Young. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. How's that for a big decision paying off? A gain of 28 yards on fourth down.
Ready.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Set.
Etienne. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I think this is one of those cases, Mike, where simple is better than creative. They try to get fancy, and not only do they not get the ball into the end zone, they don't even get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. We're going to see here, this could end up costing them 6 points.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Ready up.
Third and goal.
Here we go. Yellow. 22.
To throw, Young. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. Now it's fourth and goal.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not. But this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Ready, go.
On fourth down, Young. That's going to be caught to the goal line and in. Trevor Etienne. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Here's Bates for the extra point. And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
DC, ready? What are you?
Off the play fake, Jackson. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Hey, Alpha, sit hard. Sit hard.
Play action now. Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he will score. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens are going to open up the lead to 8. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to. Defender returns, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Down. 50.
Young to throw on first down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Let's go. 10.
Little play action with Young. That's complete to ETN. And they'll take this down inside to 35. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard
Here we go. Set.
line.
Now a give up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Set. Ready. Blue. Set. Go. Cut.
Here's a design run. He takes off. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going in short game.
Ready.
Throwing on second down, Young. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And the Steelers are going to be set up. First and goal coming up. They'll mark them down at the 6-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Let's go now. Set.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Ready, ready. Black, 95. Blue, check. Ready.
On third and goal, they go with Smith. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now, the tension mounts. Fourth and goal.
These guys sit in their offices all week, and I think sometimes these offensive play callers, Mike, they can overthink the situation. Now, here we are, third down. Instead of dialing up one of your bread and butter plays that you have a ton of reps on, you try to do something to kind of trick them, catch them off guard, and ends up backfiring.
Ready, set.
Field goal will make it a one-score game, but they want more here on fourth and goal.
50, green. Hut, hut.
Back to throw, Young. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Hey, report. What is it?
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. It'll grind out a couple of yards, give them a little bit of space out to the 3.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 3-yard line.
Second down and 8.
We changed it.
Back near his goal line, Jackson. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. He's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got third down coming up.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Third down, they need 5.
180. 180. Sit up.
the shotgun, here's Jackson. And now he's got a man open deep downfield. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 94 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. The PAT, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Okay, break. Ready. Right. White. Red. 38. Cut.
On first down is Young. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
A second down throw for Young. Going for it all. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
180. And it's hot. Hey, report.
On play action, here's Jackson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Ravens. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And another score puts them in great shape here in the fourth quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start. This is going to give them a real good opportunity late in the season to find themselves in pretty good position.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
Ready. Set. Set.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On play action, Young. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That is a Dafe Owe. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Yellow, 22.
From the gun, it's Young. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he inside the 45-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
Ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, move. Ready.
To throw is Young. Forced out wide. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And a little chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Young. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved his defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Baltimore. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 45, right. 10 seconds. Hut.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Young. There's a short one caught by Miami. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Cut, cut.
Here's Young. Moving outside the pocket. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start.